ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Fair.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Say go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, exit.
59.
Yes.
Your track.
Yeah.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
You're out.
Slam. Watch the eye.
You draw quarters. Let's go.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 48 yards on the ground.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
5. Yo, go.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check 59.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. First and 10 right at the 20. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Here we go. 8, 3. Hey, wahoo.
59's mark. Check.
Snap.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Ingram holds it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Zoo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check Mike. Mike spot full.
To the air, Allen.
Here we go.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A 22-yard attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 15-1. 15-9.
Check 13! Check 13!
Shoot!
On second down, McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Morrison. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 3rd down, Morrison. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Yep.
Take it. 36, 36. Watch the safety creep.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Set, ready, 8-3.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the gun on third down, Morrison. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
You better be afraid of me.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, orbit.
3 down. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. I don't think you
Go.
From the gun, Allen. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
They need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Hey, Charlie.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 55.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Get it.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta.
He don't want it. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 50.
Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
8, read.
Switch up.
Score.
To throw on third down. Morrison. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 45 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Morrison nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. 10 over. Go.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. Hey, Alpha. Hey, watch out. Check right. Go.
From the gun, Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
70, Indy.
Come on, the ball.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 Pittsburgh. 54. Check pass.
From the 44, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Throwing now is Allen. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
Allen now on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Team 6. Team 6. Check.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Ready.
Mike 54.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Leo. Check 49. Get it.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And here's Allen operating from the gun to Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Watch twist. Protein spill. Hey, wahoo. Big grip.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On the ball. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Morrison. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come on, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Rock it. Check 52.
Check it out, read.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bravo.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Big grip.
Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Hey, orbit. Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, set, 60 or. Hard. Put up.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, echo. Ready?
Back to throw. Allen. Catch made by Slayton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready. 8, read. Look, squeeze.
I'm coming after you.
Go.
SOS.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 54. Double dog. That's the way.
Ready. Set, go.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
They come up in an offset eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. They'll come out in the pistol. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Hey, box drop. Hey.
59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Now.
Mike's 59.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.